The time is 4:25 and we have had some breaking news from the Sea of Galilee. Our reporter Hannah Bar-Ruben is there. She has told us of some extreme weather conditions. Hannah, can you hear me?
Yes, Gemma. As you know, I came here to the Sea of Galilee to report on the horrendous weather conditions, but most bizarrely, as you can see, the storm has stopped. Now, we're going to explore what's gone on here today. I am actually in the garden of one of the fishermen that were out on the boat, and I'm going to be speaking to him because it is a most remarkable thing that's happened. As you know, around here, the Sea of Galilee, the storms are horrendous, and local fishermen generally stay off the lake when the conditions are this bad. And it was appalling today, horrendous conditions. But it seems as though the storm suddenly stopped. Now, obviously, a storm would usually ease off gradually, but today it seems to have just stopped in an instant. And the sudden stopping of this storm that is baffling not only the locals, but the weather experts too.
And what happened to the boat that was on the sea when the storm struck? Are the crew okay?
Yes, I can confirm that the crew of the boat are all safe and well. As I say, I'm in the garden of one of the crew, a man called Peter, and we're going to be speaking to him shortly about what happened. But reports are coming in that also on the boat with the fishermen was the local preacher from Nazareth known as Jesus of Nazareth. He was there on the boat, and reports are coming in that actually it was him that stopped the storm. Some of the people are saying that he is responsible. So we want to talk to Peter to find out exactly what went on. So Peter, if you wouldn't mind joining us, you're live on BBC. Thank you so much for allowing us into your home. Please, can you tell us, are these reports true?
Well, I'm not quite sure what you've heard, but we've just had an amazing day. We went out fishing and things were calm and everything, and it really whipped up. And as you know, in this part of the world, that happens a lot. And I've been through some storms in my fishing business, but this was a real humdinger. I've not actually been through one quite this bad before. Got to the stage where we were quite panicky, to be honest with you, quite scared. We were having to bail out the boat. We were having to make sure that, we were trying to make a decision. Do we go back? Mm-hmm. Do we try and ride out the storm? What do we do? We were scared. We were panicking. I'll admit to that. And yet all this time, Jesus is asleep on the boat.
He slept through the whole storm.
I know. It's amazing, isn't it? We thought, what's wrong with him? How come he's still asleep? There's something wrong there. And we ended up poking him and prodding him. And I've got to admit, we said to him, get up, there's a storm. Aren't you bothered what happens to us?
And what did he say?
Well, that's the really, really scary thing. Because what he did was he got up and he said, kind of yawned and stretched. And then he just said, be still.
Who to?
To the storm. And the whole thing went flat as a pancake. Just one word. First of all, it was going up and down, up and down, up and down in the boat we were. Next thing he says, be still. Flat as a pancake. All he did was just that 1 second, flat as a pancake, just through what he said. Amazing.
So he actually stopped the storm just by saying those words?
Yeah.
How did you react to that?
Well, at first we had a bit of a laugh about it, but it was a kind of nervous laughter, that kind of laughter you have sometimes where you're not quite sure what to do and how to react. It was a bit like that. And then frankly, we got a bit scared because we thought, hang on, what's he just done? Something wrong there. That never happened. How can somebody like that do? How can anybody do that? We were perplexed. We didn't know what to think. And then we got a bit scared, and he had a bit of a telling off for us, a bit like he did the wind and the waves. He said, you should have trusted more to us. And we're thinking, flip neck, what are we going to do now then? We were really scared because we're thinking, who is this bloke who's able to just tell the wind and the waves to stop? And they do.
Wow, that's an incredible story, Peter. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. I think your family probably want to spend some time with you. They're so relieved you're safe and well. So thank you. Thank you for letting us in your home. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, there we are, Peter. And you've heard now the reports that are coming in. And this really is remarkable news. And it's obvious by looking at the faces of these fishermen that they are still in shock, to be honest. They can't quite believe what's happened. Nobody can quite believe what's happened, but This is what is coming across in the news today. Breaking news that Jesus of Nazareth has calmed the storm here at the Sea of Galilee. I'm feeling overdressed. The sun's coming out. I'm going to hand back to you in the studio, Gemma.